Okay, well, I want to move on now. I'm done with this. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to do an expose on advocate.com, of advocate.com and the human rights campaign and the gay rights movement and how all that's a fake. Anyway, moving on to another fake, Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck is such a fake. And I laugh at these pseudo-conservatives or libertarians that watch him. I used to watch him because I thought he was real. Believe me, yeah. I mean, this guy's a good actor. He really knows how to play his part. But it's so sickening what he says. And now he says that 9/11 truthers are going to kill the president. You see how he's trying to play this out, that he's trying to invoke and get us used to the fact that maybe somebody is going to kill the president. Because I know, and I'm predicting this, they are going to try to assassinate President Obama. They will. Or something's going to happen to him. I hope not, because if they do assassinate Obama, then, you know what, all hell's going to break loose. Because now they're going to go and blame it on a KKK member, or you know, on a racist, which they will, and get the blacks involved, and have them riot, and, you know, it will be a disaster. Because that's what the globalists want. They want to destroy this country and create havoc. So that way they can take away our constitutional rights, habeas corpus, and now they can, have martial law. That's what they want to do. Okay? Now, Glenn Beck has attacked 9/11 truthers. I don't have a specific conspiracy theory on 9/11. I have questions on 9/11, like many other people in this country do. I love my country, and I want to know what happened in 9/11 and what happened to those people that died. Who killed them? Who was really behind it? Where's Osama bin Laden? Who was involved with what? Why was there a drill going on with the fire department in New York City near the World Trade Center? Why did Building 7 collapse in a way that was like a controlled demolition? And engineers have said this before. All I'm asking is just questions, and I want to open up this 9/11 case again. Why? Because I want the families and friends that have lost their loved ones in 9/11. I want closure for them. And they need closure. That's the 9/11 truth, okay? I'm seeking the truth. That's what it is. It's not that we're a bunch of loony conspiracy theorists here, okay? No. We are intelligent people who ask questions. Glenn Beck has failed to respond to a firestorm of reaction to his comments made during a February 21st interview with USA Weekend magazine, in which he completely reversed his position on climate change by revealing that he believed in man-made global warming. See? He believes it. All this time he was, oh yeah, they're going to use the carbon tax and cap and trade to impose, and control us American citizens. Yeah, I mean, he was right on that. Because that's what they're trying to do, these globalist elitists. What they're trying to do is impose a carbon tax so that way they can tax us globally and control us. And also to give permission, what I'm trying to say is the carbon tax is a way to make money out of pollution. So the carbon tax is not really to protect the environment, it is to pollute it some more. More pollution. So we now know that Glenn Beck is a globalist. He is a fake. He is a fraud. And I hope they cancel his show. You know what he said? He said this to his interviewer, who is Dennis McCafferty, which is, he's a columnist for USA Weekend. Quote, and this is Glenn Beck saying this, quote, "You'll be an idiot not to notice the temperature change." Close quote. Let me respond to that by saying, You will be an idiot if you do not notice that Glenn Beck is a fraud. You, sir, are a fraud. Who are you, Glenn Beck? Didn't we expose that Glenn Beck used onions to make him cry on the television? Oh, yeah. Somebody that used to work for Glenn Beck told me that once. How he fake cried. Oh, my God. I think that's... That's why we have to be very careful when we start to trust people, personalities like Glenn Beck who make $30 million a year. I don't make any money doing this whatsoever, folks. I don't get paid doing this show 3 hours a day. I don't. I try to educate my gay and lesbian brothers and sisters. I try to educate the general public on these issues. It gets tiresome. But at least I know, and I have reassurance, and I have this in me, that people are now beginning to realize that Glenn Beck is a fraud, and no wonder he has lost about 15% of his audience over the last couple of weeks. He tried to hijack the Tea Party movement by having his little Tea Party thing last year. Sean Hannity tried to do the same thing. All these other fake conservatives. Why? Because they don't want you to be a Tea Party person. They don't want you to know that you have the ability to overturn this, to take back your country away from the global elitists. Because Glenn Beck works for the global elitists. He works for Fox News, which is controlled by the same media outlet, which is Murdoch, and the corporate establishment that wants to take over our country and enslave us. That's what they want to do. And Glenn Beck is helping. So anybody out there that believes in Glenn Beck, please have your heads checked. Okay? And no, I'm not a liberal here trying to attack him. He's just a fraud, a fake, and a phony. And no, he's not serious, folks. He's not. You're a phony, Glenn Beck. A big, fat phony. Who are you anyway? Who made you the king or the leader of the Tea Party movement? Who made you the leader of the libertarian conservative movement? Who are you? You claim to be a constitutionalist with your little chalkboards and trying to make us look like little kids here, like we need an education, we need to be lectured by Glenn Beck. With your little pictures of trying to, again, doing the same thing as the other side does. Oh yeah, the left versus right, conservative versus liberal. Oh yeah, the liberals are bad, the liberals are bad. And I know they're bad in many ways. I don't need to know that, but this whole conservative or Republican versus Democrat thing is all a distraction. It's all a charade. And the way that he does it is so benign. Oh yeah, with his chalkboard. And the way that he's so... God. And you actually know that they're morons. Because once I saw him overreact many times on the show, I just stopped watching it. I said, this guy's overdoing it. If not, he is a little out there, and he probably doesn't even care about what he says, because it looks like he just smiles when he says stuff like that. I mean, the way that he looks at the cameras and he looks the other way with his eyes, I don't know if you noticed that. I noticed that the last time I saw him. You know what? I'm done with Glenn Beck. He's finished. He has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the libertarian, Tea Party, conservative movement. He is a fake and a fraud, and he's done.